right, first, hello everybody. Welcome back to our channel. Well, nutrition tips, there's a lot, but one thing we have to understand, nutrition is not optional. Just like filling up your car is not optional. You need to gas your car. It's not a choice. So nutrition is not a choice. It's a necessity. And people ask me this all the time. I eat enough stuff. Why would I take additional supplement? Well, realistically, sit down and think about it. Do we eat enough? Well, yeah, we eat a lot of junk, but do we eat enough good nutritious food? Number one, is our food nutritious? Is there the same amount of vitamin and mineral in the food? It's interesting. I was watching a documentary a few weeks ago. They just take some fruits now and 30 years ago, and to test it out. And some of the fruit now lost 30 or more % of calcium level from 30 years ago. Why? Because our soil had limited amount of nutrients, minerals. So if you grow the same crop over years and years, the soil itself is no longer fertile. So our fruit is not the nutrition that it used to be. So like say back then you need maybe one apple to give you enough nutrient for a day. Now you might need 4, 5, 6, 7. But the problem is then you multiply that by 4, 5, 6 times the amount of sugar you don't need. And then number one, the food have enough nutrition. Number two, do you have time to digest properly? Do you have time to really eat and let your body digest? I know a lot of people like eat on the run. I was driving the other day, I saw this lady in the car eating a bowl of something while she was driving. And I was like, let me see her kind of far away from her. Personally, I have coffee in the car in the morning when I drive. We don't have time to actually have a cup of coffee. So if you don't have time to eat and prep the food, like Sophia said earlier, do we prep the food? Do we actually buy our food? And then we have time, is it fresh or is it mostly frozen? And the busier we are, it's all about conveniences. But what's convenient for us is actually bad for our body, because you don't have, good nutrition, no value anymore. We eat now just fill our stomach up instead of, get what's best for us. And that's why we have so much junk. So yes, if you have enough nutritious food, you don't need any supplements. But the other thing that we talk about supplement is not only vitamin, mineral. Where do we get our mineral from? Mostly from water and green vegetables, right? But our water are recycled now. They not come from the earth anymore. So the water itself doesn't have much in it. So if you drink your, tap water, where do you get mineral? Even if you filter out the bacteria or the dirty stuff, but you don't add anything into it. That's why a lot of people now have muscle cramp, muscle tightness, muscle spasm, dehydration so easily, because you drink water with mostly chlorine, a lot of, antibiotic, and not stuff that we really need from the earth itself. That's where we need, that's why a lot of our patients take a lot more supplement in terms of mineral than actually vitamin itself. The only vitamin I recommend is, vitamin DK, B12, thing like that. But the mineral is really important for the brain, for the bones, for the joints, for the muscle contractions. So yeah, the supplement is the busier you are, the more supplement you need. But the same thing, the quality of the supplement is also make a huge difference. Just think about the convenience between, cell phone and office phone, landline. Why do everybody have cell phone? You can't go home and make a call, right? The same thing with supplement. Because by the time, let's say you need some vitamin B, D, K right now, by the time you eat, how long it take you to digest all that and extract out the vitamin and the mineral for you to use, and if you have any. But if your body needs it right now, the supplement already make, yet it's processed too, but it doesn't have anything additive to it. Just take out the trash and get the good bioactive ingredient that your body can use right away. And that's why supplement is so important for healing. Just like think about it, if you need to have some brick or some stone to build a house, right? You don't go to the mountain and start digging up, right? People already make it and then you just brought it home. But without those, you can't build a house. So without proper nutrient, your body can heal. Just like, your body have ability to heal. Yes, but do you give them time to heal? And do you give them supply to heal? When was the last time you get sick and you can't eat anything for a few days? And then what do you use to recover? You're saving, right? All the mineral and saving in your bone, because usually people don't eat well when they not feeling well. But after we recover, did we ever pay back the body what you took from it? No, you don't. And then that's why as you get older, you get weaker, and you're assuming, oh yeah, I'm getting older. No, older is one thing, but sometimes how you feel is how much trash your body has and how much nutrient you never replenish, and especially women. I mean, if you guys have children, you get pregnant, you give birth to a child, 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds came from you. Do you ever put back your body what you take from it? Just like you buy a house, right? You get a loan like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 you pay in 30 years. But when you take away from the body, we never think about paying back. And now with the weight, and then we eat not very good, healthy, and we gain weight and we get panic, and then we cut our diet. Or like go on diet, very little food. So what your body's running on, not thin air. And then you keep going that vicious cycle of eat healthy and making it healthy, meaning low calorie, a lot of green and stuff like that, but then for a short time, and then you go back to normal eating and you get weight. So you fluctuate, you actually mess up your stomach, you damage your stomach lining, because what happens when you have inconsistency like that, your stomach acid came out when it's not supposed to came out, and when your body's too weak, they don't have enough power to make hydrochloric acid, so you don't digest very well, you get gassy. So over time, it's a vicious cycle. I have so many patients come in and say, "Doc, I can't take the supplement because my stomach is not healthy." Well, but did you ever think about help your stomach healthy, regain its health? No, because you take a ton when you have stomach acid, that's not fixing the stomach. It's just cut out the symptom. Like nutritionists, there's so much to talk about. It's the doctorate degree of nutritionists. So we just, put a little bit of, on top of it, just so you know that if you need to heal and recover from any kind of disease, any kind of medical condition, you need to resupply your body with nutrients. If you can't eat very well, then you have to take supplements, because the food, it takes time to digest, and then you take in the junk that you don't need, you can't process. So supplement, they manufacture it, they process it so that they only bring in the good nutrient inside that capsule, inside a tablet, inside a liquid, so you can use it right away. So it's extremely important, especially if you do rehab, you go to any kind of treatment, you need nutrient. One of the things that I like to have her share is the fact that, besides working with us at a staff, she is also a patient. So I like her to share her feeling, her perspective about the perception before and after, receive the treatment. Because so many of you out there heard acupuncture needle, they freaked out because, needle, painful, scary. And then physical rehab, I think a lot of you don't really have a good idea of what physical rehab is all about. Because over the year, if I tell people, okay, next week we start rehab, it's like, oh, I can do it at home. Remember, a physical therapy, it used to be a master's degree, now it's a PhD, it's a doctorate degree. I tell you how much knowledge is in that. There's a lot going on that you don't know about. Rehab is just like somebody who have drug rehab, You don't stay home and do rehab. You go to a facility with all the special help. So physical rehab is the same thing. When you come to see us, we have to see where your physical fitness is. You have to perform this series of exercise. And sometimes we don't know what's wrong with you until a couple months later, especially the one who really is fit, at least they think they're fit. Because when they do all this exercise, they look fine from a distance, but when they come closer, I think she experienced herself, because as a physical therapist assistant, you start found out things that you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that before. So that's why I like her to share is what make her change her perspective from being someone who teaching the client, the patient, and then herself became the patient, and then do those exercises. And that's really helped, because sometimes from a doctor, it's like, oh, it's easy for you to say, can you say it? But from the perspective of a patient, because a doctor, I have been a patient for many years. I get every single thing I do to the patient in the office, everything service we provide, I try that out myself. And just because I'm a chiropractor doesn't mean I don't have back pain, I don't have hip pain. It's just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you don't get sick. And that's the other thing too I want to talk about is being healthy doesn't stop you from getting sick. Just like you have COVID, you're healthy doesn't mean you don't get COVID. You might get COVID, but you might not have symptoms. Or your body had ability to fight so that, you recover like that. So being healthy meaning you have an extra saving. So in case you get sick, your body have the weapon to fight so that your survival is better. Same thing with other health conditions like cancer and other stuff. Just the stronger you are, the healthier you are. When something like that happens, you have better chance of surviving. Just like saving, right? Where you have an extra saving in your bank account, just in case, let's say your car breaks down unexpectedly, you have extra money to pay for the car. Same with our body. We have some extra savings so that if, you get sick, your body have a bit to fight.